Hello, and thanks for logging on for this Phoenix 14 News Update. I'm Jeff Ackermann, and here's what's happening this Thursday, February 24th.
Students checked their email on a computer at 3:30. They would have seen the email from Smith-Jackson. But the problem here is that many students check their emails on their phones now, and a lot of phone carriers did not receive the emails on time. Once you're done studying, the best thing you can do is get a good night of sleep. Several things you can do to lose stress. You can do some yoga. You can read one of your favorite books. You can even go for a run.
Thanks, Jasmine. Jess McDonald broke her foot and got a handicap parking pass to use around campus. But when she tried to park in spots reserved for handicapped students, she found other cars there instead. These days, it's hard for junior Jess McDonald to get around. She broke her foot a few weeks ago and now uses a handicap parking pass to park on campus. Making it harder for her to get around are all the cars illegally parked in handicapped spaces, including campus police vehicles and students.
I have come to Colonnades before, and there will be like one spot left, and it's the furthest spot away when there's two police officers parked closer.
After facing this problem over the last week, McDonald says it's time that others on campus know about it too.
I guess we just need to keep an eye on what's going on, and if things don't get better, maybe we can have some kind of awareness raising event.
That's where McDonald's friend, junior Maggie Castor, comes in. She's outraged that university vehicles are taking up these reserved spaces.
Right here we have a university vehicle that's actually been here since Wednesday.
Castor got so angry she decided to do something about it. First, she reported police officers using handicapped spaces.
And that was sort of awkward because I was reporting the police to the police who were doing it.
She says campus police officers need to be ticketed like any other student would. So she took the issue to Facebook, hoping to spread the word to students who are also parking in the spots.
Here, this car just pulled up. I don't see a sticker in the front, so it's something that's still an issue.
Castor and McDonald took pictures of campus dining vehicles taking up handicapped spaces and aren't sure why it seems to them that campus police haven't done anything about it.
With pictures in hand, we headed to Campus Safety and Police to see what Chief of Police Chuck Gantos had to say. Is this something that you tolerate?
No, in fact, when that came to our attention, we immediately checked into it, and we, in fact, did have an officer that had parked her vehicle in a handicapped spot, and that's not acceptable.
Gantos agrees that campus police officers cannot park in handicapped spots.
It better never happen again, yes.
It's important to point out that Castor also has some support from university officials. She was directed to Brooke Barnett, who helps promote diversity awareness on campus. Castor says Barnett has assured her the problem won't continue, and she even has the support of Smith-Jackson. Stay with Phoenix 14 for more on whether the situation has improved. Jasmine? Whether it's doing homework or going on Facebook, college students are always on their laptops. What most students are not aware of is too much exposure to heat from their laptops can lead to toasted skin syndrome, a skin reaction that can permanently darken skin and lead to irritation.
It causes some discoloration to the skin.
Dr. Erin Eisenstein works for Ackermann's Dermatology PA. She says too much heat exposure can affect skin.
Discoloration can become permanent even if you discontinue using whatever you were on your skin that was hot. The other thing is, very rarely it has been associated with skin cancers.
Although heat can cause harmful effects, Eisenstein says sometimes the discoloration is hard to notice.
People don't come to the office usually complaining of it. Sometimes I find it on patients and they weren't even aware that they had it.
These pictures you are seeing are from people who have been burned from their laptops. As you can see, the burns can redden skin and even make the skin look sponge-like.
These pictures are of people who were burned by their laptops. What are your reactions to them?
Wow, I didn't know the laptops could do that.
It's very surprising.
It looks like a completely different color, different shade of skin.
Studies show that laptops can reach temperatures as extreme as 125 degrees Fahrenheit, making it very easy to get burned.
But toasted skin syndrome is not hard to prevent. You can sit at a desk or a table, and you can even use a hard surface like this textbook to keep in between your lap and your computer.
It's important to never use a laptop on bare skin alone. The damages from toasted skin syndrome can stay with you for the rest of your life. Jeff Ackermann, Phoenix 14 News Tonight.
Yeah, I'm definitely voting in the midterm elections.
Presidential candidates may not be on the ballot, but freshman Maddie Carlin is heading to the polls. She says it's important for college students like her to get out and vote in this midterm election.
It's really important because we're graduating in a couple of years and we need politicians in office that are going to pass laws and enact policies that strengthen the economy so we can get jobs.
And right now, jobs matter. Bureau of Labor Statistics data shows 10% of Americans are out of work, and rates are almost as high throughout North Carolina at about 9.6%.
College students are particularly worried about the economy.
Political science professor Malia Cromer says college students will cast vital votes on November 2nd when it comes to improving the economy.
As you know, at Elon, you are sinking quite a bit of money into your education, and you're hoping to get some sort of return on your investment.
Then there's the heated debate over health care, another reason Cromer says young voters need to pay attention to this election.
As soon as you graduate from college, you're going to be faced with this reality. If you don't walk into a job, a position that's full-time that offers you health insurance, you might be part of those millions of Americans who are uninsured.
Going green is also on the forefront of this midterm election. Some political experts think protecting the environment is just as important to the future of this country as any other issue, and feel young voters need to pay attention.
We know about environmental issues. First of all, the oil spill down the Gulf was a good example of it. We've also known that global warming is expanding, and this is having a devastating effect.
So whatever the issue, college students speaking up in these midterm elections could make a big impact on our country's future and your own. Jeff Ackermann, Phoenix 14 News Tonight.